My name is Mr. Elliott, and I'm the physical education teacher. So we have our stat sheet. This is for one of our biggest hits, which is called European handball. It's very similar to ultimate frisbee, basketball, soccer, etc. But it's a really great sport because it involves students that, may be super athletic, but students that may be not athletic at all. And we have options because in high school, a lot of students may not want to participate in PE. It's not the most popular subject. So if students don't want to participate, they can actually keep score for us. They can be the scorekeeper, they can keep time, or they can be a referee. And that's really awesome because all students get involved into the sport. And here's some footage from actually European handball, which is extremely fun and a great use of the small space. And it's a great way to really teach teamwork, skill building, moving without the ball, transferable skills to other sports or just daily life fitness.
So this is for my self-contained Global 9 class, helping them learn how to write. So this is from Team 1, the basic graphic organizer with no information. All the information was on slides. I realized the students were struggling with keeping pace and knowing what to exactly write about. So then, instead of having it on slides, I put it on the graphic organizer. So I put it their enduring issue definitions on the board, sentence starters, questions to help them write for each task, their relationship that they need to write about with their enduring issue, how to start it, and then essentially asking them for feedback and see if it really helped changing the graphic organizer from here to here. And then they prefer this method. Everything's already on the graphic organizer to help them out.
This is the diamond unit right here. This is my teacher model. My student example is over here. And I do this assignment with my more advanced drawing and painting classes. Usually towards the end of the school year, towards the end of the trimester, once they understand all of the basics in terms of drawing, for example, the grayscale, how to draw straight lines without a ruler sometimes, how to understand line of symmetry, because the main issue with this assignment was the line of symmetry, right? They were drawing a diamond, but it was not symmetrical. And you need to make sure the diamond is symmetrical. It's a symmetrical form. I even have some crystal diamonds over here for them to look at and really observe what's happening. I talk about the different parts of the diamond, right? We have the crown, the girdle, and the pavilion, and the table on the top.
All of our lessons we do and we save, even 3D stuff. Also, the Notice and Wonderings, there are 2 videos that's built in that they can view. Also, I have in a mini lesson, we review the vocabulary words, right? Guided practice, which I do with them, which that's this one here, right? And then after that, we have like a wrap-up and an independent practice, which I showed you. This is one of the drawings of the independent practice. So this happens on Friday. They have 2 drawings that are due. So the last one is this one.
And basically what happened was in the interviews on 4 separate occasions, without me asking, the kids brought up circles. Some kids I don't even teach, so that means other teachers are doing similar strategies. With this one, this was Mr. Long's class. Mr. Long did the reset option. He felt like things weren't working in his class, so he put them in a circle. We have the final 4 weeks of school, and he said, how do you want the final 4 weeks to look? What do you want our projects to be? What do you want to learn about? How do you want me to teach? And these kids organically brought it up. And it was like really, really interesting because they said, well, one of my teachers put us in a circle and he asked us how we would want to learn. And nobody had ever done that before. And it made me feel like I actually had ownership of my class. It doesn't feel like an authoritative structure in which they're not going to be free and creative to kind of express themselves.
Sure, so we had starting class. So I give the student a recipe in French. They have to figure out how to make the batter. Very important that it doesn't have any lumps, and we were successful with that in all my classes, no lumps. Then the next day we set up 2 electric burners with cats, and they made the crepe. Vocab sheets on the tables to help them give their opinions on the food. It worked out well, and it was lovely to be doing something different with the students. Yes, lots of
demonstration of that, the way to display that is like awesome. And again, the planning that's involved. I mean, I thought all of them were awesome. And I mean, I just thought that I just wanted to be in that class right then and there. I actually try it. Ms. Combs and Ms. Kay also with the critical thinking. Again, like just mirroring what Ms. Martino said, same thing. Like again, with that pre-planning, I think is really important.
So Ms. Kay and Ms. Coombs had a really cool activity for helping kids create their own critical thinking questions, which is something obviously in social studies we're also always trying to work on as well. But it really hit that high level DOK of creation, but she had a really cool dice rolling activity for the kids. And I told her I'm 1,000% stealing it for my kids. So thank you, Ms. Kay.
But Janelle, thank you for being passionate about this. I think that this is so valuable to see what our community is doing, and I'm so proud to be a Wolverine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're all walking away with a win. How many of you are walking away with a strategy that you're thinking about for next year? Or something you're thinking about for next year in your own classroom? And that was the goal. That's my vision.